Welcome to this month's Minute with Victor, where Dr. Cotton answers your questions.
This month's question comes from a physician who writes, "Is the physician who performs a procedure required to personally obtain the informed consent, or can it be done by another person like a resident?" I'm going to address this question in two parts. First, I'll give you the correct answer, and then I'll explain why it may not be the best approach. Is the physician required to personally obtain the consent? No. The doctrine of informed consent says that the patient must be informed, that he must be told about the test or treatment. Now, the specifics of what we have to tell him vary somewhat from state to state, but I'm not aware of any place where the physician's required to personally provide the information. As long as the patient's informed, within reason, it doesn't matter who does the informing. Now, people get confused on this because the law says that obtaining consent is the physician's duty, and that sounds like we have to personally do it. So let me clarify this. I have a duty to pay my taxes, and if they don't get paid, I'm in trouble. But I'm not required to personally pay them. If I run short of money, I could ask my brother to write a check, and as long as the bill's paid, my duty has been fulfilled. Now, by analogy, the physician who performs a procedure has a duty to obtain consent. So if it's not done, that physician's in trouble. There's no question about that. But the task of doing it can be delegated to someone else. However, in most cases, I think you should be involved, and here's why. Every procedure has risks. Sometimes those risks materialize, and when they do, they can form the basis of a lawsuit. By personally discussing the situation, we can make sure the patient wants the procedure and that his expectations are reasonable. The conversation also lays a foundation for the post-op discussion that we'll have in the event that the risk materializes. I know you're busy, so I'm careful about suggesting you go beyond what the law requires. But for most procedures, I think it's best if you're personally involved in the consent process. Thanks again for listening. I'd like to take a moment to thank you for the many encouraging comments that we receive. I read each one and I greatly appreciate them. I'd also like to announce some exciting news. This fall, we're releasing some new online educational programs that are in video format and optimized so that you can view them on your mobile device. We're also hosting our first educational conference in Philadelphia this coming May. This will be a live CME event that we've planned in response to your suggestions. You can learn more about these programs here on our website, and I hope that you're able to participate. As always, I appreciate your support and thank you for listening.